Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I'm going to continue with a series that I've done before around Faction Wars. This specifically though being how to beat the bosses without legendary champions. So today we've got the Dwarf Crypt and the Orc Crypt both open. What I'm going to do is on a daily basis, I'm going to beat the Faction War bosses and show you the team I used without any legendary champions. I'll show you the way I geared them, who's got masteries, who hasn't, etc. I'll be honest with you, if no one watches the videos, I'll stop doing them because Faction Wars is very hit and miss. I do have my Faction War Ultimate Guide, which I know people use a lot. I'll link to that at the end of the video if you want to watch that as well. But even with that out there, a lot of people DM me in Discord and they say, seen your guide, I know that there's some good champions for this, this and this. However, who should I actually use to beat the boss, level 21 boss? And normally it's people that are hunting. They're on the hunt for Lydia, and she's worth hunting for as well. Really fun champ. Not broken, but fun. So we're going to start off with Dwarves then. Dwarves for me was the hardest faction to beat. Hands down. Hardest one to beat. So when it comes to building a team without legendaries, it becomes even harder. Now, the only legendary I actually used myself to beat this boss was Morley. But interestingly, the reason I had her in the team is because she revives, and I didn't use the revive on the one where I won. But I did take about 5 turns or something to beat him. So I'll let you know what turn I'm on when I'm doing this video. But good thing about Faction Wars is you can reset without using your resource up. So the first on the list then is Gala. Gala long braids. I have mine in a lifesteal set in case she takes a hit. The boss in this fight, and I'll show you when we get to it, hits like an absolute truck. And he ignores your defense. So defense-based champions, don't forget the Dwarves are pretty much, apart from Gala here, they're all defensive champions. They've all got massive defense. So you actually need to get their HP levels up high because he ignores that defense and he cracks you one. So if Gala takes a hit, I need her to heal back up to full. I need her to also have high damage. She is my damage. So I need for her to be able to kick out good levels. 207 speed. I wanted to go quite quickly. High HP, as I said, 60k. It's a lot. 85% crit, 249 crit damage. I'd prefer 100% crit, obviously, but otherwise the build's pretty solid. We've done crit damage on the gloves. We've done HP percent on the chest. And we've done speed on the boots. And pretty much everything else I'm looking for crit rate and crit damage and speed. That's all I really care about in the rest of the stats. On the jewelry, we've got HP base, but with a lot of attack roll. Crit damage here, and then attack with some speed and HP on the banner. So she's my damage dealer, basically. We've then got Rearguard Sergeant. Rearguard's basically the MVP of this faction. Without a Rearguard, it's way tougher. Way tougher, but Avir is not a bad substitute as a kind of cheap sub. So I've done all immortal gear. All immortal. She is going to throw out an ally protect ability, which is going to hurt her. So she needs to heal back up. But she's not going to heal very much through her normal damage. So immortal just means that she gains a good amount of healing every turn. So she's going to heal by 3% times 3 because she's got 3 sets. She's going to heal by 9% of her health every turn, which is going to get back some of that damage that she takes through the ally protection. So we have gone HP on the gloves, HP on the chest, speed on the boots, and I'm pretty much just looking for speed and HP everywhere else. We've got defense on the ring, mainly for the waves, to be honest. We've got crit damage on the amulet, probably should just be HP as well, and I've got accuracy here. Masteries, she does have. She's got War Master as a kind of like standard mastery set. My Gala has actually got Helm Smasher, so she's out there to do damage. Okay, 2 down. So let's look at Grizzled then. Grizzled's my next one. He's got 1 set immortal, a set of health with a shield on it, and speed. And I need him to have good health as well. So 56k health, good level of speed, 182, pretty high crit rate, some crit damage. He's going to do a bit of damage for me, not a lot. Masteries, I've got him in Helm Smasher. He probably should just have War Master, but I'm not going to pay to change it now. And then he does have accuracy to land his debuffs. So he's bringing Mainly, he's bringing block debuffs. That's his main job, and increased defense. So increased defense will help us through the waves. Block debuff specifically helps us on the boss for blocking things. I'll show you when we get to the boss, but blocking the abilities there. We've got an AoE decrease attack here as well, which is going to help us lower some of the damage that's coming at us. Okay, so the other thing with Rearguard that I didn't mention as well is that she brings a decreased defense on her A1, which will help take the boss down quicker. And she's also got this kind of backup decrease attack as well. So next one up is probably like MVP number 2. Literally, he is the difference between me winning it first time round and not not winning it like for 5 times, and then eventually I won it with Rearguard, with Rockbreaker in the team. I had Torment in the team before Rockbreaker, and I failed. I put Rockbreaker in, I won. So how does he make us win? Firstly, he's my lowest HP person on the team. I want all of the damage to focus in on my Rockbreaker. He's in Lifesteal set, so damage comes in on Rockbreaker, and I want him to be able to heal back up. So he's actually got in his masteries Helm Smasher as well, because I want him to hit pretty hard. But to be honest, he could also have War Master pretty comfortably. He could also have counter-attack masteries on, so that when he gets hit, he hits back. It would probably be better than what I've got right now. So when I'm saying counter-attack masteries, I mean this one here, Retribution. If he had this on, he's more likely to heal up when he's taking those big whacks. Now, why is Rockbreaker so good? Mainly because he brings this passive, Ironhide. So if you book this out, he's got a 50% chance of taking 50% less damage than he should. And defense means nothing in this. It's literally just a case of he takes less damage half the time. So you need a bit of RNG on your side here. But the reason why he can tank the boss so well is because his hits that are coming at him are way less than on anyone else if this procs. It brings Provoke for the waves as well, which is nice, and a counter. And then he's also got this kind of defense stack mechanism in his kit as well. But I've got him built with defense, accuracy, and then defense percentage, HP percentage, so I still need good health, and speed. And then pretty much I'm looking for crit rate, speed, HP in the rest of his kit. So the last one we're going to bring in then is Avir the Archmage. Level 50, no masteries. I've actually got him in Relentless gear. This is a bit of a tester build. I just wanted to throw some gear on him. I need to get his HP higher than Rockbreaker. So I've got him at 52k. It's high. That is high considering he's level 50. So Rockbreaker's at 51,745. Archmage is at 52,391. So the damage should go into my Rockbreaker. High speed, good accuracy. So he's bringing some poison damage, which is nice. 45% chance when booked out to get some poison off. He's also bringing a weak decrease attack. He's bringing decreased speed, which is quite nice, just to try and help us get through the abilities quicker. And then he's got a turn meter fill, and this is why I've got him in Relentless gear. This is the ability that I want him to use. Fills turn meter of all allies by 15%, get through our abilities quicker, and heals all allies by 15% of his HP. So we've got a 52k HP pool. So we're going to be giving people about 6 to 7k heal every time he has a turn. In Relentless gear, I've got more chance of getting more turns. So that's why I've gone that way. Okay, so let's get into the fight and let's show you what's going on. The waves will be slow because I don't have a ton of damage here. This is my normal team. So we're bringing in a couple of subs. Now, Rearguard has got Force HP gain as an aura for all battles. She's the only one who's got an aura that really does anything for me. I could do this one, no better. I could do this one, all battles for attack. But we've got defense-based champion, defense-based champion, defense-based champion. It would only benefit my Gala, and I'd rather get more health on my Rearguard. So let's get into the fight. For the waves, I mean, I can auto the waves to be honest, but I do want to make sure that towards the end of wave 2, I am getting my abilities back. I don't want to come into the boss without my main abilities. But you see here, We get counter-attack off, so rearguard is... not rearguard, so Rock Breaker's controlling the waves. All the while, people like Gala are doing my damage for me. Rock Breaker takes a hit, he comes back swinging, and he gets his health back. So I don't really have any issue for wave control. So I auto wave 1, I auto the start of wave 2, but then I'll take control towards the end of wave 2 because I want to make sure that every champion has got all of their main abilities back for the boss. So I'll run it through towards the end of wave 2, and then I will show you what we do from there. So we're coming up like 3.5 minutes. As I say, it's a slow kind of grind up to the main boss. And actually, what we'll find here, we're still probably a good minute or two away from beating this wave. But what I do here is I start to take over because I don't want to lose too much health from my main guys. And I do need to be in a position that I start to get my A1s rolling out instead of all my main abilities. So we do want to start to take over around now. And this is classic, any faction war, guys. Any faction war you're fighting, you want to take over around this sort of point so that when you get to the boss, you're going into the boss with the best kit you can go in with. It's really important. If you don't go in with like a full set of abilities, then you could be selling yourself short when you get to the boss part of the fight. So let's just keep smacking here. I'll get us to the boss now, and then we'll see how to play the boss. Okay, so I get onto the boss. I'm 7 minutes in. Let's check his abilities then. A1 ignores defense. This is what I was talking about at the start. A2 removes all debuffs from himself. Places a true fear debuff on a random enemy for 1 turn. He's going to use this whenever it's available. Places a stun on all enemies except that one enemy for a turn. These debuffs cannot be resisted, so high resistance means nothing here. And he gets another turn. So his next turn he's going to smack someone. Pretty much whoever he doesn't stun is the one he's going to smack. And then he's got a passive that he gets more turn meter for every 1% of health that he loses. So he's going to constantly be gaining turn meter. Basically what we need to do then is make sure that our abilities that do damage only come from like a couple of sources. Like if you've got the ability to use a weaker champion, what am I trying to say here? If you've got rearguard coming in and she's going to hit but do basically no damage, then don't bother doing the hit. Do her ally protection, for example. So that way you're not wasting a chance to get your... that way you're not pushing his turn meter up without kind of having a reasonable reason to do so. So I'm going to throw decreased speed out here. Hopefully it didn't land. I do want block debuffs up here so that we don't take the first stun. So see this? No stuns, no fears. That's the way I've speed tuned it so that my Grizzled is slowest, so that he will always put that up for the first time. And at this point now, you see Rockbreaker took the hit, but Rearguard took a chunk of it. She's going to heal up through her Immortal gear at this point. We're going to get decreased attack out if it lands, which it didn't. Just going to go in A1 with Rockbreaker. I don't want his counter attack up. We're going to fill turn meter here because we're going to get through our abilities quicker. Got a poison out, it's fine. Hopefully decrease attack here. Got it. So we get a big whack. It's actually gone in on my Avir, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. But I think that's because he didn't have increased defense on. Look, he's the only one without increased defense. So that's why he's taken that. So I need to swing back around to his abilities and get him healing as quickly as possible. Or he's in trouble. He might be in trouble anyway. I think he is. I think he is because I don't have my ally protection up. And that's round 1 failed. Round 1 failed because of the way increased defense fell off him. Right then, guys, we've taken Avir out of his Relentless set. I don't want him to outrun the buffs again. I don't want him to become the target. So we've gone 2-piece Immortal just to give us a bit of healing in between hits. Bit of speed, bit of accuracy. Kept his health above Rock Breakers. Bit of defense in there, bit of speed, enough accuracy. That's kind of all I need from him. So we're going to go for attempt number 2. Okay, so we get back to this stage of the game. Again, we get to the last living foe on round 2, and we are just saving all of our abilities for the boss. So you can see here, all I'm doing is just throwing out A1s, 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 getting everyone's abilities back so that we've got a full house, full complement for the boss, and then we start going as high damage as I can, as quick as I can. This is, I think it's the hardest boss in the game. I think it's the hardest boss. But we do have some good tools here. So we can put out our ally protection. I probably don't need it for the first hit. So I'm actually going to try and get decreased defense on him. Didn't land. Don't want to counter attack because that will avoid Big Boy here for the hits. I want to get my increased defense and block debuffs up for that first turn. I've actually just changed the speeds around here. This might throw me out. I'll try and get poison on. Got it. So we do get stunned here on this guy, which is not ideal. I'd rather that my... Okay, at least he's not taking the hits. I'd rather that Grizzled was the going last in that that round there so that I didn't get anyone stunned, but it's not too bad. Now I can get my ally protection up. What that means is half of the damage coming in on Rockbreaker is going to go into my rearguard. So damage goes in. He's actually hitting this guy because of buffs. So again, I've just got to get back round to the point where nobody's got buffs. Again, if the speeds were different, that would actually be fine. Try and get decreased defense on here. We got it. That's really good. Got to get back round to this guy to get his heal off as soon as possible to get everyone back to full health. Here we go. Okay, now we should have all of the damage coming in on my Rockbreaker again. Hopefully. There it is. Good. So Rockbreaker's taking the hits. I'm going to try and... I don't need a heal on her, so I'm going to try and maintain that decreased defense. We got it again. Really good. Block debuffs. I think... Do I want this up now? I don't think I get back to his turn again in time, so I'm going to put it up just for the increased defense as well. We're about to get his A2 come against us, which is nasty. I'm going to go for that A1 again. Try and get poison. A3 gives us another turn, so we'll get some good damage out here before he gets his turn. So we're at 3/4 of his health gone. Stuns everywhere where we didn't have an opportunity. So actually, we're now... my Gala's in a bit of trouble. But I'm going to put my ally protection back up. I'm hoping that Gala does not get feared here. If she doesn't get feared, then it should be job done. She has not. Good. So we get some heal because she's in lifesteal gear. So Grizzled should still be the Rockbreaker should still be the target. He was. So far, so good. Cross your fingers that this carries on. Get decreased attack out here. Nice. Big hit followed by another hit. This could be enough. Come on. Come on. Oh, didn't get a crit. Nasty. Just A1 this. Got decreased attack out already, so we're just going to go for poison. There it is, which hurts him a bit. Rockbreaker takes a big hit. His ability didn't proc his passive, but we're in quite good shape. I'm going to put the increased defense. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have just gone straight in for the hits, but I can't guarantee I'm going to kill him. Oh, we might have done though. It's going to be close. We got it. Whew, it's hard. Even with a well-geared team, even with the right setup, it's possible you might lose 1 or 2 or 3 times. But this is the best I can find for a setup if you do not have a Morley. If you've got a Morley, this becomes a lot easier because if someone goes down, you can pick them back up again. But in terms of epics, you know, really, Rockbreaker, Grizzled, and Rearguard are all massive. They're all massive epics in this faction. Avir has come in as a bit of a healer support player for us today. Dildor's also kind of good for waves, but I don't think he's that great for the boss. So yeah, slim pickings for the Dwarves. I'm hoping this video helps you out because it's one of the hardest factions to complete in the path to Lydia. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Good luck with your faction wars. If you want to see more factions, please comment below. I don't want to do these videos because there are a lot of resource management if not that many people really care. So comment below if you care about these and want to see more factions. I've been Hell Hades. I'll catch you soon.